Hey, First Baptist Church Malakoff. We wanted to connect with you today and give you a perspective on things that we are preparing for our future, regathering as a church body. And so we have a plan that we have tentatively put in place. We want to share this with you just to give you some encouragement to know that there is a future gathering time for us. And so we put some steps together. We want to outline those to you and give you an opportunity to get familiar with them over the coming days, weeks, and months. Step one in this plan for regathering as a church body is where we are today. And that is, we are currently offering our worship services online as well as on the radio. The times are the same unless they are noted, okay? All life groups are still online only. Adults, students, and children are being provided for. We have teachers that are offering those online. From time to time, we will have a drive-in service, and so please stay aware of our schedule for that, like we've had in the past. That will be announced. Again, this is still part of step one. And then the start date, again, is where we are today. It's what's happening now. Step two will involve a little more interaction. We're going to have a test drive service, meaning we're going to just see how it works with some key leaders in place. We're going to invite some key leaders to be here for that service. We plan to live stream to you here from our campus. And so make sure that you're aware of that for step two. Again, our worship services will still be exclusively online during the scheduled times. Again, all life groups will still be online only, adults, kids, and students. The time frame for this will be hopefully sometime in June. Okay. Step three of our plan would involve worship services here on campus, but very limited and directed, and we will give you more information about that, but they will still be offered online. Again, times are going to be determined based on what adjustments we have to make here at the church. Life group options at that time will be for the adults if there are any adults that would want to host an in-home life group gathering under the umbrella of First Baptist Church. We will be offering that at that time. As far as the students and children, it will still be online only. In our step three, where we start having our worship services on campus, there will not be any childcare at that point, as far as we know now, for those worship services here on campus. The start date for step three looks to be like possibly July. Step four of our plan is taking us into full-time worship here on our campus, and of course still offering that online. Again, our times will be determined based on the necessity of what we have going on here at the church. Life groups will be meeting here on campus. Sometimes those placements of life groups may be determined on the size of the groups, depending on what things look like at that point. We will hopefully have some sort of limited childcare at that point to provide for those of you who have children. And our student and children activities will hopefully resume the first week after our school district starts back up. And so that'll kind of give us a timeline as well as an opportunity to follow the leadership of our community and our schools. The start date for this step would hopefully and tentatively be in September. Extensive research, a lot of prayer and discussion have been a part of this process in preparation for these steps and these plans that we've put in place. And following the guidance of the state convention, as well as the compliance of our local and state government recommendations, we feel like this is the best plan of action for the safety of our church body as well as the safety of our community. I do want to emphasize that all times and all of these steps are subject to change as we are in a very fluid and ever-changing environment. So we want to thank you ahead of time for your patience and for your cooperation as we work towards worshiping together in the future here at First Baptist Church Malakoff. We want to thank you ahead of time for your participation. We want to thank you ahead of time for being the church of Jesus Christ. We want to thank you ahead of time for representing First Baptist Church Malakoff. We are the church, still being the church, just being it where God has called us to be in this moment. We'll continue to look forward to working together and worshiping together in the future, and look forward to that day. God bless you. We love you. Have an awesome day in the Lord.